Admission matter.
Lordship,
It's coming up next week. Monday probably will be.
Lordship, please. Much obliged.
Also inform Mr. M.U. Ahmed. Mandal.
Lordship,
His matter is also pending.
Lordship,
Almost done, but anyway, for some
Lordship,
administrative, we will not able to do it.
Lordship.
Lordship, I beg to pay for listing of this matter on 1st of March, Lordship.
Okay, 1st of March. Fine.
Lordship, item number 9 for today's list. I will be allowed to withdraw this petition.
Mr. Bora, just wait for a few minutes. After mentioning, we'll pass the order. Just wait for a few minutes.
And my lord, item number 13, my lord.
1-3.
My lord.
Yes.
In this case, my lord, is only few portion of the salary was not received, but he was retired. But I am not contacted till today also. At least 1 week time, my lord.
Okay, let the matter be taken up.
My lord.
We'll pass necessary order.
Item number 12, madam. I am waiting for Mr. A. Ali, madam. He is being hospitalized, madam, for kidney disease, madam. He informed that he doesn't wish to face this case, madam, as the petitioner got the relief, madam. That is the information.
Wait for a few minutes. We'll just pass the order after the mention.
It is a lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 34, review petition, lordship. In this case, lordship, I am yet to receive my wakalatnama, lordship, but today he will come, lordship. So 2 weeks time may be granted, lordship.
On the prayer of Mr. Dattatreya, counsel appearing for the respondent.
No, lordship. Petitioner, lordship.
Okay. Who on the appear on the instruction of the petitioner appeared in the matter. Prays for some time. Prayer allowed, list after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registrar. Okay.
Item number 21, madam. Yes, Sumitra Sharma appearing in this matter, but she is now government advocate, cannot appear in this matter. Currently pass over for 4 weeks, my lord. Petitioner
2015 matter, just wait for some time, ask us.
Yeah, please, so lordship, I beg to mention item number 6. Lordship, kindly please fix the matter after 1 week.
Wait for some time, wait for some.
Please, sir, lordship, I am paying for listing one with petition for orders. Lordship, matter relates to non-payment of annual salary. Till date, no payment has been made. Lordship, kindly fix a date next week.
27th.
of next-
তাৰপাছত দেখা যাব। আমি সেইকেইটা মাতিম। যেতিয়া মাতিম সেইকেইটা।
Item number 9.
Heard Mr. N. Bora, counsel appearing for the petitioners. And because extending council department of school within Beckett Elementary letter close education for the respondent numbers 1 to 4. Mr. A. Saliha, standing council finance for the respondent number 5. And Mr. Z. Bokoli, government advocate Assam for the respondent number 6.
Most of the persons are receiving got my lord in as a tutor, my lord. So there are, my lord, we are challenging the scanning committee report, my lord. So at this stage, my lord, I will face this.
On instruction of the petitioners, Mr. Bora and counsel is not pressing this petition. In favor of the above. Not pressed. Let us
12.
What's your good name?
S. Bodagu, madam, on behalf of A. Ali.
Yes, that's right. Heard Mr. S. Botaku on behalf of Mr. A. Ali, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. SMP 60, standing counsel, Department of School Union Bucket Secondary Education for the respondent numbers 103 and Mr. G. Gopalial, Government Advocate Assam for the respondent number 4. It is submitted that Mr. A. Ali, learned counsel for the petitioner is presently in this post. Mr. Bhattakur, counsel appearing on behalf of Mr. A. Ali, apprised the court that Mr. Ali has informed him that the petitioner have instructed him to him not to proceed with this matter. The same is accordingly conveyed by him before the court. Since the petitioner is not pressing this petition, but it has been instructed by him to Mr. Ali, since dismissed, it has not pressed. No.
On motion, item number 1.
This matter, Your Worship, I have been instructed not to proceed with the matter.
Or Mr. I.H. Morvia, counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. SMTC, you will be appearing for secondary, and Mr. B. Kaushik, standing counsel. Secondary. 1 to 4. Also heard Mr. S.K. Das, learned counsel for the respondent number. Matter pertains to appointment of in-charge principal in Lala Higher Secondary and Multipurpose School, Lala, District Hailakandi. On the instruction of the petitioner, Mr. Borvia, learned counsel, is not pressing this petition.
Respondent number 4 has retired from service in April 2022.
Sir, percentage. Matter pertains to petitioner. Mr. Das, counsel appearing for the respondent number at counsel. Submitted that the respondent number 4 has already retired from service when
In April 2022.
in April 2020, on 30/04/2020. Opposite on instruction.
All right. For admission, item number 2.
Matter pertaining to the completion of the bond when my lord kindly peruse the order of the honorable court. Order dated 14/12/2022, my lord.
Mr. Pegu appeared earlier, whether case of the petitioner appears before the DLC or not, that only we want to know.
Can it be taken up after some time or day after?
Respondent number 3, Deputy Commissioner was directed to file
Matter pertains to non-consideration of the case of the petitioner for his compassionate appointment. Under the Diane Honey scheme. We create 4 posts under the establishment of the District Elementary Education Officer. Ujjain. Based on Mr. Mukulyal, when tell us, when give us a date. 27, 28, 21. You have to get this information from DC.
Yes, my lord.
List on-
28, my lord.
List on 20. Okay, we'll make it fast. List on 01/03/2023.
My lord.
Enabling the Deputy Commissioner Ujjain, as well as the District Elementary Education Officer Ujjain, to apprise the court about the status of consideration of the case of the petitioner for his compassionate appointment. Next. Since District Hosai has now again been merged with District Nagaon. And if Deputy Commissioner Hosai is not in existence, in that case, the Deputy Commissioner Nagaon shall place the 11, shall apprise the court about the consideration of the case of the petitioner by the DLC Nagaon for his completion.
three,
Three.
Lordship,
Yes,
Lordship, kindly pass over the matter for time being.
who is appearing?
Lordship, AK Purvista. Mr. AK Purvista.
Are you sure Mr. Purakash is appearing?
Yes, Lordship.
I think the bar members are aware of the fact that the notification has come out yesterday regarding taking time. But that adjournment application should be filed, that request should be filed a day before the matter is taken up. So it is 24 hours. And above that, there is a specific condition with the endorsement of the opposite party or the endorsement of the other side. Now, without the endorsement, probably it will be difficult to give such adjournment just on the mayor that the
Lordship, you will
consent was taken over, because there was nothing like consent of obtaining. Their specific instruction is that endorsement of the other side should be there. This is making it very clear because this is on the specific instruction of our Honorable Chief Justice in his administrative side. So just mayor obtaining any such instruction or confirmation from the other side over phone will not amount to any endorsement. So bar members, please keep this thing in mind. And, in that case, such adjournment request may not be completed in terms of the notification issued yesterday by the court, by the register. We have an application here filed by your colleague, Mr. R. Mazumdar, for adjournment of this matter. But there is no such endorsement. Of course, it is stated that telephonically they have obtained consent. Bishop Lover.
Item number 4.
Bishop.
May I please, Lordship? May I please, Lordship? Lordship, in this case, I am appearing for respondent of 4 million. Till that I'm not filing my affidavit because my secretary, who was earlier secretary, he already retired. I'm trying to contact him because since he's nowhere in the school million. Also, I pray for just a week's time to file my affidavit.
Just
I have selected page 31. Selection of respondent number 6 as principal of Oginobi High Secondary School. And that respondent number 6 is going to retire on 28/2, my lord. Notice so many occasions I start notice, my lord, and finally period 1811, my lord, Lodima court order, my lord, service content, but even that, my lord, he has not appeared, my lord. I'm going to retire on 28/2, my lord. 17 method. My grievance is that, my lord, no select list as well as the laws criteria disclosed by the selection committee, my lord. And stated that, my lord, kindly see page 28, my lord, RTI replies. Where they denied to furnish the required document, my lord, regarding mark obtained by the respondent number 6 or the petitioner. Moreover, my lord, the petitioner is senior than the respondent number 6, my lord.
official has joined in another Mana High Secondary School. Subsequently, he was transferred, my lord. And in the transfer, he stated that my lord, the director stated that my lord, he cannot claim seniority over the existing staff of Boginoti High Secondary School.
Who is appearing for second?
Lordship, in this case, issue is for seniority, my lord.
Produce the records, Mr. Sun, regarding selection of the respondent number 6. Vote by the state level selection committee as well as the government.
Lordship, one thing may I point out, my lord. So there is a judgment. Yes, here issue is, according to petitioner, the person who was appointed or selected is transferred from other school. So his seniority cannot be counted. Lordship, this honorable court division bench held that in case of selection of permanent regular post of principal, the seniority is school seniority not taken into account. As a whole, it is material, my lord. Lordship, one case 2019 2 GLT GLR 277. Perhaps I am not not with my hand, my lord.
2019 to GLR.
GLR 277 Hogendra Sandar Das. The division bench order in that case, this honorable court held that even if person transferred to another school, my lord, in case of selection, my lord, his seniority be counted ordinarily, my lord. Only grievance is that petitioner is the senior most teacher of this particular school, my lord. But his claim is that he being a senior, my lord, he should have been selected for the post, my lord. But that is not the case at law, my lord.
See, misreading of the rules. When there is a case of promotion for the post of assistant headmaster, vice principal, then it is school-wise.
School-wise. Otherwise, my lord,
But the post of principal is not on the basis of
school
school.
seniority.
It is on the basis of selection by the school selection committee from among the applicants.
Yes.
Eligible.
Yes.
15 years of service.
Yes.
The graduate teacher
Yes.
or as a vice principal
Yes. Yes.
or together.
Yes.
So the seniority will not be counted
Counted.
here. But the basic thing is the 15 years of service.
Yes.
As a graduate teacher or as a subject teacher, that is the count, or jointly. If it is somebody is graduate teacher, later has not become a subject teacher, that also will do. But 15 years of continuous service is required, starting from the graduate scale of pay. So that the claim of the petitioner, being a senior to the respondent number 6, because he was transferred from district Nagaon to district Hemaji, that's a will not come.
But
So-
here, my lord, this is the permanent selection of principal post. my lord.
But there is another ground here, what we have seen from the affidavit of the Director of Secondary Education. See, 3 names to be recommended,
No, sir.
3 names recommended.
No, sir.
Now, the school selection committee found one
Jitan Soitia, my lord.
Jiten Saikia,
First.
the first, not first exactly, they selected Jiten Saikia,
Yes.
the school selection committee. Recommended his name. Recommended his name. But the director is silent whether the name of Jiten Saikia was approved by the government or not. For his-
Probably he joined another school. my lord.
That's true. For his approval
Yes, sir.
was given by the government or not.
Yes.
Now, if the name of say Jiten Saikia, the selected candidate
Yes.
by the state selection committee was given approval,
Yes.
probably at a later stage when the appointment orders were to be issued
Yes.
for this particular higher secondary school, they found that Jiten Saikia was already appointed as a principal in some other school. Then they recommended the name of the respondent G. Borgohai.
Yes.
Whether it is permissible under the rules.
Lordship, since I am only the person who I am representing, like you are the only secretary.
No, for you, for the purpose of secretary, do each a party, it's not required.
That much
So,
of
Mr.
information-
Sharma,
Lordship.
do you have the 2003 rules?
Yes.
Read rule 14, I think so, the procedure for selection.
The 13, my lord. Rule 13.
Procedure for selection of principals, man. 13.
30.
30.
Mr. Sharma, kindly read from 13.3.
The panel of names so prepared by the school selection committee shall be forwarded through the concerned inspector of schools to the state selection board constituted under Rule 16 for approval.
Then read it.
Thereafter, madam, after receipt of the panel under sub-rule 3, the state selection board shall prepare a select list equal to the number of vacant posts, taking into consideration such as leadership skills, administrative ability, integrity, commanding personality. The panel of names so prepared and recommended by the state selection board shall be submitted to the government, which may, after causing such verification as may be deemed necessary, shall accord approval for appointment.
So that is the reason we want to see the records of both the state level selection committee as well as the government,
Yes.
right?
Taking into the consideration of leadership skill administrative.
When,
After 3 weeks, madam.
after how much?
3 weeks. 2 weeks, madam.
The respondent is going to return on 28 February. my lord.
20 February.
Records.
Huh?
List on 27th,
27.
enabling the respondents in the secondary education department, both state in the same as well as the Director of Secondary Education Assam to place the relevant records in original regarding selection to the post of principal in Bohinodi Higher Secondary School, Lakhimpur. Mr. Patri, when it was advertised? When it was advertised?
November 2016, madam.
Advertised in the year 2016. Get the records, put the records, Mr. Sharma.
I'm trying to contact my line relative.
I
May please, your lordship. My lord, here in this case, my lord, the petitioners have challenged the examination evaluation scheme notified annexer 1, page 37.
My lord, on the last date, petition was asked to obtain instruction whether this application is still surviving or not. My lord.
Mr. Das, what is your stand?
My lord, if this matter is my lord is hearing this matter, my lord, then any other date has to be fixed, my lord, because today, my lord, we are not prepared. On the last day, my lord, actually petitioner asked to obtain instruction whether this equation is still surviving.
My lord, I'm sorry, responsibilities, but I have some personal because on that day, board examination, my son will start. Obviously, I am not available.
On 27?
27.
Not required. Ask someone, some of your colleague to be here.
Even if you want to not wait, my lord.
We'll have it because the petitioner is retiring on 28th.
26, I have come over.
We'll accordingly accommodate it. Don't worry. Yes, Mr. Sikdar, what are the provisions
My
of the
lord,
AICT?
My lord, examination evaluation scheme, my lord, notified by the AICT goes to show that each component of the examination should be passed, my lord. Lordship may kindly have a look at page 72. Starts from 71, the operative portion is the 72. My lord, Lordship may kindly have a look in the down below. Minimum passing under any head is 40%. 40% passing of for sessional and semester examination, oral and research reported. Then assessment of practical and oral term work to be done as per prevailing norms of curricular implementation. My lord, as per the INPUN notification, this has been exempted. My lord, the lordship will find at page 37 is the notification, and the course structure under this scheme is annexed as annexure number 2, page 38. Here, the independent pass out provision is not there, well exempted. Teachers at the attendance lordship will find under theory column where the students scheme contact hours course. TM and teachers assessment, it is not indicated that individual part of this teacher attendance, home assignment, practical test are required to be passed out. The affidavit, the respondent number 5 has filed affidavit. Respondent 2 has also filed affidavit saying that the AICT has not now not applying this system of evaluation, but no notification of AICT has been annexed in the petition. That is, my lord, the one part. Director also has said same thing, but and these things could have been because the director as giving no notification, prior notification. Even the examinations are held without prior indication about the changing system. And therefore, my lord, we have also contended that we have also made clear that the director of technical education should be separated from the state council of technical education. CET is the director of technical education is the secretary of the state council of technical education. That should not be, it should be separated like SEBA, state Assam Higher Secondary Council, like CBSE. There is separate authority to supervise the academic affairs of the technical education. So we have made as many as 5 prayers, my lord. 5 prayers, my lord. The prayer number 4 will cannot be exempted anyway. It's required. State Council of Education should be separated from the office of the Director of Technical Education. And other, my lord, they have not notified how the previous technical AICT guidelines regarding examination evaluation has been modified. They have not annexed any documents. Simply they are taking stand that we are now pass out. So it's not now infectious. The Northeast, particularly in Assam, the students of Assam, pass out from the technical education will have no ability to compete in the all India level examination because of this matter. Even if the assessment report is simply passed without any individual pass without exam, practical, sessional. My lord, knowledge will not be, technical knowledge will not be sound to complete.
Mr. Sikdar.
My lord.
Please come to page 70.
Yes, my lord. 70, the All
What?
India Council for Technical Education
Justice.
model curriculum.
Kindly read the heading.
Model curriculum for post SSC program in Diploma in Mechanical Engineering 2011.
Hmm.
All India Council for Technical Education.
Now, what do you mean by post SSC program?
Post SSC means is my lord, secondary school certificate. My lord.
Okay. Now, please come to page 71.
71. Yes, sir. It is with great pleasure and honor that I write a forward for the model scheme of instruction and syllabus for the post SCC engineering diploma programs prepared by the All India Board of Technical Education with Professor Ashok A. Ghatul as its chairman and other members. All India Council for Technical Education has the onerous responsibility for uniform development and qualitative growth of the technical education system and preparation of syllabi to maintain uniform standards throughout the country. In persons to clause 10(2) of the AICT Act 1987, AICT has the objective of bringing about uniformity in the curriculum of engineering. In that direction, the efforts of All India Board of Technical Education has been quite commendable and praiseworthy. A painstaking effort was made by the chairman, members of the board, and various working groups composed of experts from leading institutions in framing of the instruction and syllabus. The board was ably assisted by the official of the academic bureau in successful organizing the meetings, making available necessary documents and follow-up action on the minutes of the meetings. This is by chairman of All India
Fine.
Council.
Now just tell us, you have just read everything. When this model curriculum for post SSC program in Diploma in Mechanical Engineering 2011 was brought into force. This is AICT.
Yes.
Anything AICT, there has to be a notification. Kindly show us the notification from which date this was made applicable.
AICT, my lord, AICT has been
Tell us, this is model curriculum,
model curriculum.
but it has to come into the effect first.
has
When it was brought into the effect?
My lord, is supposed to be brought into effect from 2011 itself, my lord.
We don't know. Where is it? Kindly show us.
My lord, this notification, we are.
It is your case, you have to establish that it is in force from such and such a date. And unless you can show that there is nothing.
My lord, 2011 it has been circulated.
Where is that particular notification or something from the AICT that this model has been adopted? Or this has to be adopted by the respective state? Because this kind of education is a concurrent, the state has also can have it. Since when it has come into the effect, whether it is applicable for all the
My lord,
such technical education institutes throughout the country, or it has to be adopted by the responding governments. Tell us, where is that?
my lord, the AICT Act was of 1987.
That's true.
My lord,
That is why we are telling you whether when this model or was adopted by the AICT and from which academic year, whether it is bound to be adopted by the
my lord.
technical institutes of the states, because each state is having its own
My lord.
rules.
That we have unable to say, my lord. They are the competent authority there to say, but they are
Why?
saying,
This is your case. Unless you first establish you have a right,
my
then
lord,
only you will able to say, just simply filing
kindly,
and
my lord,
petition.
kindly have a look at to the annexer 15,
Hmm.
examination rules and regulations amended.
It's true.
That goes to show that the same system was prevailing earlier and the Assam, in Assam, my lord, they are applying. My lord, the relevant portion, may lordship may kindly have a look at page 55. Clause 412, a student desiring admission to semester examination shall send an application prescribed from. Then, my lord, then it can be as State Council of Technical Education has given some guideline, my lord. Guideline number 3, fail to complete satisfactorily the practical and sessional works.
That is of 2006 and 7, right?
Yes, my lord.
Now,
They
whether
are to say when it is changed.
you have to tell us, it has been adopted by the SCRT or not. Tell us when it was adopted by
My
the.
lord, this goes to say that it is applicable 2006-7. A part of the AICT guidelines, my lord, the State Council also.
Tell us, that is the reason we're asking you. Can you force the state government to adopt that particular module of 2011? It's a model curriculum. This is not the curriculum, it's a model curriculum. And whether it is state of Assam in the SCT is bound to adopt it. Tell us. If the technical institutes of the states of Assam is guided by the rules and regulation of the AICT, and it cannot frame any of its own rules, right?
Then the
Then you have
State Council guideline also saying that there should be practical and sessional.
We are not on that. You are saying that there is a model curriculum adopted by the, it was issued by the AICT in the year 2011. Now tell us when it was adopted by the State Council of Technical Education for the state of Assam.
My lord, the model has been formed to follow, not to, my lord, not to.
What are the provisions?
Not to follow, not, it is to be followed, but not to violate. They have been framed, my lord, the state, AICT has been framed this guideline to follow, not to violate.
Sharma. AICT এখন তাতে AICT সব updated. BBC reader to be an enemy. BBC reader to be an enemy. না যদি মোবাইল গোটেই বেলেগ এখন আছে মোৰ মোবাইলত আছে
That was the system running, my lord, since long.
So tell us.
I personally, being an engineering background, my lord, I know the individual students should pass individually in practical, sessional, and assignment also.
If somebody fails in practical and passes in the written examination, can he consider to be a pass? The
Yes,
student
my lord,
pass?
he should fail. He should fail, but without knowledge in the practical, how he can be a he would be competent person.
But the rules of
for the technical job.
What is the rules of the state?
My lord,
has to pass both, right?
Even the earlier course curriculum of the director of technical education, that also goes to show that there should be pass in individual, in practical, sessional. Without practical,
not possible.
Passing in without passing in practical, how can he can have the technical idea?
Now that is the reason we are asking you. You want that this 2011 module should be followed in the state of Assam.
Yes.
Now whether it is required to be followed, because you see, education, as you know, is also the state matter under the constitution.
Yes.
So, but what happens in the Medical council is a common medical council. There the particular acts are there which has to be followed by all. I see. EBC reader to load for all. The, tell us what is the provisions in the clause 10(2) of the ICT Act 1987?
Yes, my lord.
There is an 18 up and problem to 18.
My lord, I have the guideline.
Yes.
My lord, I have the guideline.
No guideline we are also
Chapter
having.
3. Chapter 3. My lord,
We are talking about the guideline.
my lord,
So just tell us when it was adopted.
my lord, clause 10(2), my lord, 10(1)(c). Then, my lord,
This is guideline for what?
my lord, powers and functions of the council, my lord.
Section 10.
Yes, my lord.
Section 10 is the powers and function.
Powers and functions of the council.
Then
It shall be the duty of the council to take all such steps as it may think it fit for ensuring coordinated and integrated development of.
Where is 10(2)?
10(2), Lordship will find in the ten two.
What is 10-2?
Here 10-1. Then my lord. 10-1 under 10-1 ABC up to V. There is no 10-2.
Then there is no 10-2.
But 10-1
That we have seen.
1 I K R 11, my lord.
No, but they have said 10-2. He's the chairman of the AICT.
My lord.
So he will not commit any wrong there. Where is 10-2? If there is anything under 10 Roman I, small Roman I, by show it to us.
Roman I, Lordship will find in this guideline. Lay down norms and standards of courses, curricula, physical and instructional facilities, staff pattern, staff qualification, quality instruction, assessment and examination.
Examination, right?
Yes.
So if any such notification has been issued by the AICT under 10I, that may be required to be followed by the State Council, State Technical Education Council. But this is under 10-2. We do not have any 10-2 in the AICT Act 1987. And this is a curriculum. This is not like an instruction of the UGC. It's a regulation. UGC gives regulations. This is a model curriculum. So, Mr. Sikdar,
My lord, this part, my lord, following the State Council in Assam, my lord, that is my lord. the
you
director
can
of
understand. So, there, if there is under any such notification under 10I and it is not been followed by the State Council of Technical Education, we can compel them or we can see. But this is a model curriculum under 10-2 and there is no existence of 10-2 in the 1987 Act. You cannot. So,
My lord, at this stage, my lord, we are.
this is too old. 2018 matter will not allow you to continue further.
No, my lord. At this stage, my lord.
You can come if you have something on your hand. You can come.
My lord,
Nothing like that.
para 4, my lord, prayer portion, my lord, at Roman 4, my lord, page 41, 34, my lord. At least a direction will be issued to the authority to have a separate state council. That should not be, my lord, the director of technical education office and the state council should be same. My lord.
There is
Should
a
not
state
clump-
council.
should be-
There is a, see, that is a administrative reforms. Right.
Yes, my lord.
So it is up to the government to decide who will look after.
Yes, my lord, lost.
Now, you know, the director of medical education is there. Director of medical education.
Director of education is the secretary of the state council. My lord.
Director
That
of,
is the problem, my lord. And he is the creating trouble, my lord.
Director of medical education is who looks after all these medical colleges, their admission, their everything, right? Under the Health and Family Welfare Department. Here under the Education Department, it is the Director of Technical Education looks after. Heard Mr. Ayer, the council appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. M.S. Gidas Boban, Government Advocate Assam, for the restaurant number 1. Dr. Atul Bora is no longer in service. He was, I think, earlier in the Director of Medical Education. He is no longer in service. Probably.
Some person may retire, my lord. That is fact.
Comma. And Mr. S. Daslik. Standing Council Higher Education. Representing the respond numbers 2 to 4. Please take your seats. Contention of the petitioners. Is that the Directorate of Technical Education Assam by notification under memo number SCTE 15/2034/3059 dated 21/09/2017 brought into force certain changes in the examination system with regard to the examinations of the state technical institutes with regard to the diploma in different branches of engineering offered by it under State Council of Technical Education. The petitioners at the time of filing of said petition on 04/01/2018 at the time of filing of this petition, the petitioner number 1 was a 5th semester student of Nagaon Polytechnic of Electrical Branch, whereas petition number 2 was an outgoing student of Computer Engineering under Girls Polytechnic Bamuni Medium, but she had a back in her 4th semester in data structure using C, and therefore claim herself to be still a student of Girls Polytechnic. The petitioners contended that the new examination evaluation scheme introduced by notification dated 21/9/2017 noted above within bracket annexure 1 to this petition. Is not in conformity with the model curriculum for post senior school certificate program in diploma in mechanical engineering 2011 formulated by the All India Council for Technical Education as by the said notification dated 21/9/2017, the authorities in the STEC a student is required to secure is to secure 30 marks out of hundred within bracket लिखूंगा 70 in the theory and 30 in practical equivalent to 100 bracket close for it. Whereas as for the whole system, a student of first and second semester is required to secure minimum pass marks both in theory, comma, practical and sessional separately. That is 21 marks out of 70 in theory and 9 marks in sessional practical out of 30. In third, fourth, fifth, and sixth semester, a student was required the pass mark was 28 out of 70 and 15 out of 30. The petition is submitted pursuant to the said notification dated 21/09/2017. A student of first and second semester shall be successful in examination if he secures a total of 30 out of 100 without securing any pass marks in each component of theory. In each component of within bracket small Roman 1 there, theory and to the sessional or practical separately. As such, the petitioners prayed amongst others, page number 33, Manor Pura, chorus. Manor Pura 5, right. The Director of Technical Education, Assam, filed its affidavit in the matter on 19/01/2018, clarifying that that under the new evaluation scheme notified on 21/09/2017, a student is required to pass each component of the examination, that is theory and practical, separately. In the said affidavit, it is also categorically stated that the said notification dated 21/09/2017 the new examination evaluation scheme for Polytechnic Institutes of Assam is a holistic student-centric scheme based on the principles of continuous and comprehensive evaluation and grading system, which is advanced, transparent, non-arbitrary, and internationally accepted evaluation scheme, so as to encourage classroom participation, competitive spirit among the students, closer interaction between teachers and students, transparency, accountability, and increased compliance with the AICTE norms, which shall also increase the chances of placement by recruiting agencies, both domestic as well as foreign companies. In the affidavit, in the said affidavit, the Director of Technical Education categorically stated that in the notification dated such and such 21/11/2007, under a new evaluation scheme, paragraph 6 আছে, page number 106, dark bold আছে. It is stated that the new evaluation scheme notified on 21/09/2017 is a part of comprehensive reform agenda that have been undertaken as a collective effort of whole of the institutions in presence of all principals, senior teachers, representatives of students, of all polytechnics, Secretary of State Council of Technical Education, and Principal Secretary Technical Education. And the same is based on a shared vision where the new evaluation scheme is to be understood as a package and as a part of comprehensive reform agenda for state polytechnics for improving quality as well as employability. And that the national and that all national board accredited institutions of the country, including National Institute of Technical Institutes, Technologies, and the Indian Institute of Technologies are following such a continuous evaluation system. It is clarified in the said affidavit that the technical boards or councils / universities of different states are following different schemes of evaluation, which are different from the scheme of evaluation given in the model curriculum of the AICTE. And therefore, a state can adopt its own evaluation system and approval of the AICTE and the approval of the AICTE is not required for such purposes. And the affiliating state boards of the universities are the competent authority in that regard. The respondent authorities in the Technical Education Department of the state, however, denied that the new evaluation scheme notified on such and such 2109/2010 is not against the prescribed model curriculum of AICTE and All India Technical Board. And that course structures hasn't been changed in the new evaluation system, but only the reforms have been made in evaluation marks based on the principles of continuous and comprehensive evaluation and grading system, so as to encourage classroom participation, competitive spirit among the students, closer interaction between teachers and students, transparency and accountability, etc. As the authorities in the Technical Education Department of the state came to know that the young polytechnic students have been misguided and ill-informed regarding the said new evaluation scheme for polytechnics issued on 21/09/2017. The Director of Technical Education Assam on 25/10/2017 issued a communication to all principals of the state polytechnics on 25/10/2017 regarding new evaluation scheme, clarifying issued communication by number SCTE-15/2009/23333/35 dated 25/10/2017. Clarifying that there is no such provision of passing only and obtaining only 30 marks out of 100. But a student of the polytechnic is required to pass both theory and practical separately. And that the minimum pass marks will not dilute the relative quality of other performing students, where the minimum pass marks may be reviewed from time to time with activating the all other measures as a package for a period. In that regard, in the said affidavit of the Director of Technical Education, Assam, the new evaluation scheme for polytechnics within bracket under comprehensive reforms agenda issued by the State Council for Technical Education, Assam, as well as the containing the theory marks pattern, practical examination marks pattern, a sample mark sheet, relative grading system oblique scheme, sample for calculation of semester grade point average, been annexed, wherein it is clearly mentioned that a student has to pass both in theory and practical separately. Further, the clarifying communication of the Director of Higher Technical Education Assam dated 25/10/2017 has also been annexed in the said affidavit. On being inquired, the petitioners failed to place before the court as to how the State Council of Technical Education Assam is required to adopt the said model curriculum for post SSC program in diploma in engineering 2011 issued by the AICT that was allegedly framed under clause 10 oblique within bracket 2 of the AICT Act 1987. Petitioners have also failed to place any such regulations framed under section 10 within bracket I of the AICT that is to be followed by the State Council for Technical Education by the respective states. Petitioners have not filed any such rejoinder to the affidavit of the Director of Technical Education Assam in this matter. Controverting the issues, controverting the points established by the State Council of Technical Education. Though the petitioners reiterated its prayer to constitute a full-fledged body of State Council of Technical Education in Assam, independent of Office of the Director of Technical Education Assam, to look after the academic affairs of the Polytechnic Institutes of Assam like CBSE, SEBA, and Assam Higher Secondary Education Council, etc. The court is of the view that no such direction can be issued to the state government in exercise of the power under Article 226 of the Constitution of India to have an independent office of Director of Technical Education in the state of Assam to look after the academic affairs of the Polytechnic Institutes of Assam, which will amount to interfering of the administration of the state government. Considering interest of the matter, this writ petition being devoid of merit stands rejected. The interim order passed earlier on 0702 2028 2018 that any result to be declared shall be subject to the result of this petition. Stands bracketed.
Pleasure.
Mr. Roy, someone made a prayer in the morning, I believe.
Yes, my lord. My lord, I have come to know that UGC has issued a new circular relaxing the norms for appointment of the college lecturers. Lordship. But
UGC has relaxed.
Lordship,
Whether UGC have relaxed.
I have come to know, I am not sure, Lordship. Yesterday night only I come to know. So I could not retrieve that circular. So this will be taken next step, Lordship. It will be a help for the petitioner. There is no entry.
Heard Mr. S. P. Loyal and counsel appearing for the petitioner, and Mr. S. Das, standing counsel, higher education, for the respondent numbers 1 and 2. Just a moment.
Next.
Register shall reflect the name of L. N. Dihingia for the respondents number 3 and 4. We have filed its power occult number on 15/02/2019 and has also filed affidavit in opposition on behalf of the respondent numbers 3 and 4 on 15/02/2019. Respondent number 4, Ellen Dihingia, respondent for the cause list. Who has filed affidavit on respondent number 2 on such and such. It is submitted by Mr. Roy that it has come to know that the UGC has relaxed the norms for regularization of service of lecturers of college. And that view of the matter, the court is consideration that the University Grants Commission presented by its secretary, such and such, be implemented as party respondent number 5 for proper adjudication of the case. Petitioner shall serve a copy of this writ petition with the annexes appended and the affidavits filed by him to Mr. A. Sumo, Standing Council Agency in the cause list. Sorry, so Standing Council within 2 days from today, obtaining necessary acknowledgement from him in that regard. Registry shall reflect the name of Standing Council Agency in the cause list for the newly implemented respondent number 6. So 5. Registry shall accordingly correct the constitution. Mr. Roy, when do you want?
3rd of March. Friday.
Okay. On the prayer of Mr. S. P. Roy, I consider list on 0303.
Obliged.
Item number 7.
May please, your lordship. Lordship, the matter relates to non-payment of salary, lordship. On last several occasions, respondent was directed to obtain instructions and file affidavit.
Mr. Kaushik, it's not a big problem. The petitioner was asked to appear in that screening committee.
Yes.
Whether is the screening committee's finding is that
That outcome of the screening committee.
it is already over.
Yes, it is over now.
So
We'll just have to take the list, my lord, whether the petitioner's name is there or not. Seven.
when the petitioner was appointed,
Lordship, the petitioner at 30/01/1996, lordship.
now in which select list your name was there? That select list was published when?
Lordship, the service of the petitioner was confirmed on 19/10/2000, lordship.
That is not the issue.
Lordship.
The issue is you said that the petitioner stated that pursuant to an advertisement made in the year 1991, she appeared in the, she applied on 9/9/91. She appeared in the selection and in the year 1991, and her name was there in the select list, right? Selected for this post. So we want to know from the petitioner When that select list was published?
Lordship, in this regard, I have to take instruction.
The petitioner has also not stated in this petition.
No appointment.
Now, just your initial appointment.
It's 12.
You were appointed only for 90 days.
Lordship,
Is there any rule for appointment of ad hoc appointment under elementary service rules?
but her appointment was extended, Lordship.
Where is that power? First of all, your appointment, tell us. The time when you were appointed as in the for 90 days,
Lordship,
was there any rules that LP school teacher shall be appointed against any such post in the regular scale of pay? Without having any basic training, you are entitled for skill pay?
for 90 days, not so, Lordship.
Then extension was made.
Then the petitioner was transferred.
Now, if a person is not appointed against a sanctioned post without any advertisement and selection,
Lordship,
can such person's service can be regularized?
Lordship, I am only on the salary part, Lordship.
We know when you will get a salary. Only when you are appointed against a valid sanctioned post.
Lordship,
And how? After due process of selection,
Lordship,
as provided in Article 14 and 16
Lordship,
of the Constitution. You have to establish first.
Lordship.
Only because you are rendering service, Honorable Apex Court is very clear in this. Your case, you have to establish.
Lordship.
You are Mr.
P. Bodley, Lordship.
for the petition. And Mr. B. Kaushik, Standing Council Department of Putin Beckett Elementary Education, for the responding numbers
1 to 4. All respects.
for all the official respondents number 1. Petitioner is claiming that pursuant to her selection and the advertisement made in the year 1991, she was appointed by the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Sibsagar, on 30/01/1996 as a regular assistant teacher in DHAI Darika Ghat Lower Primary School. Initially, she was appointed for a period of 90 days, but her service was extended until further order. On 28/08 1998, the DI S. Sibsagar transferred her from such and such LP school to Oamura Satra Primary School on public interest, and by the order number DIS dot SIB oblique EST oblique CONF oblique LP oblique T oblique 2 oblique 99 oblique 3596 1910-2000. The DIS Sibsagar confirmed her service as an assistant teacher against the government sanctioned post issued by government letter number EPD-15/85/35 dated 15/12/1975 under the authority conveyed by the Director of Elementary Education Assam by letter number EAA-70/78/81 dated 18/07/1988. Though her service has been confirmed by the said order dated 1910-2000, petitioner did not receive her salary from the month of March 2012, and as such filed this writ petition on 26/02/2018, praying amongst others for a direction to the respondent authorities to pay her arrear as a regular salary since March 2012. From the annexes appended by the petitioner in this petition, it is seen that District Inspector of Schools, no, the District Elementary Education Officer Sibsagar, was later dated 23/06/2014, directed her to remain present in the Circuit House, Sibsagar, for on 11/08/2014, Monday, for examination of her, for verification of her testimonials and appointment orders, etc. Along with list of documents which the petitioner was required to furnish before the authority concerned on the said date I-11/8/08/2014. The notice in this case was issued on 13/06/2018. But the respondent authorities for more than 4 and 8 months did not prefer to file any affidavit in the matter. On the next date fixed, the responding authorities shall apprise the court as to whether the committee constituted by the state government in terms of the decision of division bench of this court in the case of Manoj Kumar Sharma and others versus State of Assam and others. And in terms of said letter of the DO Sibsagar dated 23/06/2014 annexure F to this petition, verified the case of the petitioner, and if so, the outcome of the same, and whether the authorities concerned have communicated the finding to the petitioner or not. Further, if so, when? List on. 16th of March, failing on the part of the respondents to provide the related information as sought for, court shall consider to pass consequential order against the erring respondents.
Oblige.
8.
I'm sorry to interrupt your lordship. Regarding item number 3, your lordship. Item 3. Yesterday, I made a request for adjournment, your lordship. Mr. A.K. Prakash is supposed to.
Where is the endorsement?
Endorsement, he is here. I have taken. I have taken his consent, your lordship. It may come
See,
after
the notification is very clear. There has to be an endorsement.
Yes, yes.
Not
He
telephone.
was not there, so I have obtained his telephonic.
That consent will not do.
He is here, your lordship. He is here. He has given his.
Okay.
Oblige, your lordship. Any day in next week. Your lordship.
Yes. Item
Made please.
8. Mr. Mahanta, you are appearing?
Yeah, I'm appearing, but in the here in this case, my lord, since long, my lord, nobody has filed any affidavit in this matter.
What is the prayer? Ma'am?
There, my lord, actually, what happened? This lady, my lord, she was a teacher, my lord, she is a widow, and she since 2017 August, she has not been paid her salary. So I approached this honorable court, and ultimately this honorable court passed the order to pay the at least the interim current salary. And then as per the order of this honorable court, my lord, March 2019, from March 2019, she is getting salary. So only payer is with my lord, my regular, my lord. I want salary from 2017 August.
You are receiving salary pursuant to this order passed earlier by the court.
Yes, my lord.
The order was passed on
31 2019.
that's 13/8. 13/8.
No, 30. Again 30. 301 2019.
31st of 2019.
From that, my lord, 19 March, I am getting salary.
From March 2019, you are receiving your salary. Now for the period from 2017 August to February 2019.
My lord,
You
correct.
receive salary from 2019 March.
My lord.
Who is appearing for elementary?
Secondary.
No counsel is there for elementary. How many councils you have in the education department? Matter pertains to non-payment of salary to the petitioner. A science teacher at Nobojyoti ME School. A provincialized school of the state. non-payment of salary petitioner since August 2017.
So, but ultimately that school was amalgamated with Bipin Bora High School.
It is submitted by Mr. Mahanta Lanet Senior Counsel, Potami Likidiba, or Mr. T.J. Mahanta Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. P. Bachaj, MSP Bachaj, Lanet Counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. B. Kosik, Standing Counsel, Department of School Education, Elementary Sanitary Department of School Education for the respondent numbers 1 to 4.
Page 22.
Petitioner also submitted.
Well, if you also go to page 22, everything will be clear, madam. Page 22.
Said Bipin Bora
Page 22, and access.
ME School subsequently amalgamated with Bipin Bora High School. And after such amalgamation, petitioner is presently serving in the Bipin Bora High School, Parbotia, Tinsukia. Under the, when it was amalgamated,
That is, my lord, I am not in the meantime, from page number 22, my lord, it is says that, my lord, in the meantime, that's actually.
they submitted that a person to the orders of the court passed earlier on 30/01/2019. She is receiving regular salary from March 2019. However, the respondent authorities are yet to pay her salary from August 2017 to February 2019. And yet to regularize her service leave period. Notice in this case was issued on
13/8/2018.
13/08/2018. But the respondent authorities, no, not 13/8. No, 13/8/2018. But till date, no such affidavits have been filed by the respondents. Same order released on 16th. Say that the respondent authorities shall apprise the court about the steps taken by it regarding the regularization of the service of the leave period of the petitioner, and for payment of salary to her from August 2017 to February 2019. Which, right. 10.
happy, sir. Lordship, this matter relating to the appointment of compassionate ground lordship. Lordship kindly files the order of 14/12/2022.
What happened? Rejected by the DSC?
Lordship not placed, lordship.
No,
Not,
Not placed.
already placed lordship. DSC has recommended lordship.
just. Heard Mr. Enoch, Land Council appearing for the petition. And Mr. N. Sharma, Standing Council, Department of School Education for the respondent numbers 103, as well as MSD Das Bowman, Government Advocate Assam for the respondent number 4. Father of the petitioner, Dr. Loknath Sharma, Joint Director in the State Council for Educational Research Training, Assam, died in harness on 12/05/2016, leaving behind his widow, mother of the petitioner, an unmarried daughter, and him, who were all dependent on late father of the petitioner. Petitioner submitted an application for his appointment on compassionate ground on 24/11/2016 before the director of SCIT for his appointment on compassionate ground under the 900 scheme. The case of the petitioner was not placed before the district level committee for compassionate appointment, Biswanath. And as such, filed this petition on (2101/2019) for a direction to the respondent authorities to place his case for compassionate appointment before the DLC Biswanath and to consider his case for compassionate appointment against the post of LDA grade 3. Notice in this case was issued on 23/01/2019. During the deliberation of the matter, Ms. Bowman and government advocate placed before the court the minutes of the DLC for compassionate appointment of Biswanath district dated 12/02/2019, which goes to show that the case of the petitioner was considered by the said DLC and recommended his name for the post of appointment for appointment on compassionate ground in grade 3 under in the SCRT in the Directorate of SC ERT Assam. In the Diet Biswanath Sarili under Directorate of SCRT Assam. In view of the above, the Director of SCRT, Commissioner Secretary or Director, who shall be there? Commissioner Secretary in the Elementary Education Department shall place the case of the petitioner in the next state level committee for compassionate appointment, if not placed earlier, and shall intimate the petitioner about the decision of the SLC for compassionate appointment to him. Petitioner, Ms. Bowman, learned government advocate, shall provide the relevant copies of the minutes dated 8/11/2019 of the DLC Biswanath, in which the case of the petitioner was considered by the said committee, to Mr. A. Nath, counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner, along with the certified copy of this order and the said minute dated such and such of the DLC Biswanath, along with his representation, shall place it before the Commissioner Secretary, Elementary Education Department, the state, portrait, obtaining necessary acknowledgement in that regard, and also furnishing a copy of the same and copy of the such and such before the Director of SCRT Assam. The above observation direction, this repetition stands disposed of. The copy at a copy. All right.
Okay.
11.
May it please your lordship.
Hmm.
My lord, in this case, the brief facts of the case are apparent from the affidavit in opposition in the filed by the department itself. My lord, may take up the paragraph 4 of that said affidavit. My contention is that I was appointed in 1994, regularized in 1995 with effect from 1/4/1997 in the regular scale of pay as a Hindi teacher, subject Hindi teacher. The respondent number 4 is directly upgraded from the post of office assistant as a Hindi teacher. That is at page 3 of the affidavit in opposition with the respondent. For the sake of brevity, I'm only referring to this.
Just a minute, just a minute. When it was filed?
Affidavit filed by it was filed on 20 October 2022.
Who filed?
One, respondent number 2, my lord.
Respondent number 2.
Yes. I have the copy.
No, it's there.
This is the director, secondary. Paragraph 4, my lord. This is the history of my appointment. Last line, the relevant date is 1/4/1997. Initially appointed ad hoc basis, then regularized in service in 2005 with effect from 1/4/1997. That is my situation. Paragraph 5 is the respondent number 4 was originally appointed as LDA on 30 August 1988. Subsequently, on 1/1/1986, Inspector of Schools issued an order by memo dated so and so dated 1/1/1996, whereby the respondent number 4 was upgraded to the post of assistant teacher in the same school as per government circular at the same scale of pay against upgradation vacancy of so and so effect on date of his upgradation. Now, my lord, my contention simple is that the Honorable Administrative Tribunal in 2001 had given an order stating that I was senior in any case because we were in different cadres. Secondly, my lord, I have annexed an order of this Honorable High Court saying that this upgradation is impermissible as per the rules. And in that case, my lord, the person who was upgraded from the post of office assistant or LDA was reverted back. So my lord, there are two issues raised. Number one, that of seniority. Number two, the initial upgradation itself is illegal. If my lord will take a page number, I have given page number 33, my lord. They take up in the writ petition. In the writ petition, that is a writ petition 5451 of 2012. Similar situation had arisen. Paragraph 17, my lord. Paragraph 17, 23, and
Mr.
20.
Sharma,
My lord.
the order of the Assam Administrative Tribunal is there. Have you complied with? The petitioner was found senior, right?
Yes.
With regard to the respondent number 4.
Yes.
And there is also a order of this High Court. Past common judgment. That all such post of teachers are direct recruitments. There cannot be any such upgradation. Upgradation is not permissible under the law. Now, filing this affidavit, what is your intention?
With the last line, they have admitted.
What is your intention?
Here, my lord.
Okay,
petitioner-
we have to rise. We'll come back and pass this order. Who is appearing for the respondent number 4? Fine. Come back at 2. The first two.
Continue.
Heard Mr. N. Boro, counsel appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. M. Sharma, standing counsel, Department of.
You Sharma.
You, Sharma. Standing counsel, Department of School Union Bucket Secondary Education for the respondent numbers 103. Also heard Mr. I.H. Sekya, counsel for the respondent number 4. Matter pertains to seniority of the petitioner. His service, the respondent number 4. Who are serving as assistant teachers in Korea Higher Secondary School, District Nalbari, a provincialized secondary school of the state. The state government in the secondary education department wide number B within bracket 3 S.128/93/56 dated 10/03/1998 allotted a post of Hindi teacher in Korea High School. That was created wide government order number EPG.567/91/113 dated 16/11/1991. The inspector of schools Nalbari by an order dated 07/04/1994 appointed the petitioner temporarily and until further order as a Hindi teacher for a period of 3 months or till the recommendation of the district level selection board Nalbari, whichever is earlier, and posted him in Korea High School in the regular scale of pay with other allowances as admissible under the rules, with effect from the date of his joining against the newly sanctioned post by government letter number 567/91/113 dated 16/11/1991 and pursuant to Director of Secondary Education's letter number GB/HC/19/92/PT P capital -1/100 dated 12/01/1993. after the post that was created by the government by said letter dated 16/11/1990 was abolished with effect from 01/04/1997. Paragraph 4. It is written, state government by letter number such allotted to the post of teacher. And the Director of Secondary Education Assam adjusted the service of the petitioner / Hindi teacher of Korea High School in the post allotted to the said high school out of the post of Hindi teachers created under government letter number B within bracket 3 S.3 128/114 128/93/114 dated 27/03/1998 in the scale of pay of rupees 1375-3375 per month plus other allowances as admissible under the rules with effect from 01/04/1997. Pursuant to the government letter number B within bracket 3 S.38/2002 part 1 PT1 125 dated 22/02/2005. The Director of DSC Assembly provide letter under number GIS /HB /Miss /10/2002 /30/330 dated 13/09/2005 regularized the service of the petitioner as a Hindi teacher with effect from the date of his getting regular time scale of pay. And since his initial date of joining in service dated in April 1994. The petitioner is serving as an assistant teacher of Hindi in said Korea Higher Secondary School, High Secondary School. The response number 4 was serving as an office assistant in said Korea Higher Secondary School. Petitioner, response number 4, a BSc graduate, was serving as an office assistant in Korea High Secondary School. One Bhuvaneswar Sharma, assistant teacher of the said HS School, Korea HS School, was upgraded to the assistant post of assistant headmaster in that school. And the inspector of schools Nolvari, by an order under memo number 11599-106 dated 01/01/1996, upgraded said respondent number 4 to the post of assistant teacher in said Korea HS school in the scale of pay of rupees 1375-3375 per month. The said vacant post of assistant teacher due to upgradation of said Bhubaneswar Sharma to the post of assistant headmaster of the said high school, said HS school. By another order dated 18/07/1996, the Inspector of Schools redefined the scale of pay of the respondent number 4 as rupees 11,852 rupees 2,395 per month plus other allowances with effect from 01/03/1993 as admissible instead of the scale of pay of rupees 1,375 to rupees 3,375 per month. In terms of his earlier order, it was given by his earlier order dated 01/01/1996. Further, the Inspector of Schools Nalbari, by an order under memo number ESB-10/1/94/16724-29 dated 05/08/1996 allowed the respondent number 4 to draw graduate scale of pay of rupees 1375 to rupees 3375 per month in said Korea Higher Secondary School pursuant to the government letter number B within bracket 3 S.088/93/10 dated 30/12/1993, communicated by the Director of Secondary DSC Assam by this letter number, by its letter number DSC/Steno/4/94/04 dated 20/05/1994, whereby graduate assistant teacher serving in the intermediate scale of pay were upgraded to act as assistant teacher in the graduate scale of pay. Petitioner preferred an appeal before the Assam Administrative Tribunal, Guwahati, for determination of seniority between him and the respondent number 4. It was registered as appeal case number 88/1999. The learned tribunal, after hearing the respondent authorities and the respondent number 4, by judgment dated 2010/2001, directed the Director of Secondary Education, the concerned administrative authority, to settle the matter strictly in terms of service rules. The petitioner accordingly submitted the representation. The Registrar of Assam Administrative Tribunal on 09/11/2001 forwarded copy of the said judgment of the tribunal, dated 20/10/2001 to the Director of Secondary Education Assam, and also copies to the Secretary Government of Assam in the Education Department, Inspector of Schools Nalbari, and the Principal Korea Higher Secondary School, the resolution number 4, and the concerned advocates of the parties, including the Government Advocate of Assam. The petitioner, after this judgment dated 20/10/2001 of the said tribunal, on 06/07/2015 submitted a representation before the Director of Secondary Education Assam to consider his seniority above the response number 4 as directed by the said tribunal on such and such. And following the decision of the coordinate bench of this court dated 02/12/2014, passed in the case of common judgment in order. Common judgment in order dated 02/12/2014, passed in WPC numbers 5451/2012, Sadananda Boiso and State of Assam and 6 others, WPC number 5854/2012, Gautam Kumar Boiso versus State of Assam and 5 others, and WPC number 2107/2012, Srimati Lakshmi Moni Rajkumari and another versus State of Assam and 6 others. In the said common judgment in order dated 02/12/2014, the Honorable High Court in said WPC 5451/2012 and the other connected to matters. In those three writ petitions, the issue was relating to upgradation to the post of assistant teacher in a provincialized higher secondary school in the state of Assam from lower division assistant public junior assistant serving in such provincialized secondary schools. when when the Assam secondary education within bracket provincialized bracket close service rules 1982 was in force. The state common judgment did such and such. The court observed that recruitment to the cadre of postgraduate teacher, graduate teacher, and junior teacher, as per said 1982 rules, was required to be made by direct recruitment only on the basis of advertisement, test and interview. And said 1982 rules did not provide any such provision for promotion or upgradation of lower division assistants, junior assistants to the post of assistant teacher in any of such post of teachers defined in the said 1982 rules. And therefore, the court came to the conclusion that any such upgradation of LDA JA to the post of assistant teacher is illegal. Therefore, the regularization of service of any such assistant teacher upgraded from LDA JA doesn't arise. Public, not permissible. Though the petitioner submitted his representation before the DSC Assam, as it did not decide the seniority between him and the respondent number 4, the petitioner filed this petition on (10/01/2019) for a direction to the respondent authorities to set aside the upgradation order dated 01/01/96, upgrading the respondent number 4 to the post of assistant teacher. That was again modified on 18/7/1996, and further rendering him graduate scale of pay from 05/08/1996, granting him by order 05/1996, all issued by the Inspector of Schools, Nalbari. 2. And to direct the respondent authorities to consider the representation of the petitioner filed by him on 06/07/2015 by the Director of Secondary Education Assam in terms of the decision of this court, judgment in order dated this court dated 0 to 12/2014, past in WPC number 5451/2012, and other connected cases. Redetermining petitioner's seniority, the service response number 4. Considering the eligibility of the respondent number 4 to continue as a graduate teacher in Korea Higher Secondary School. The respondent number 4 filed an affidavit in this matter on 16/09/2022. Stating that he is a BSc graduate of the year 1990 and obtained B.Ed degree from Guwahati University, from Banikanta College Teachers Education during the session 2003-2004, and also obtained master degree in the year 2014 from Guwahati University. He stated that the post of LD assistant is a single cadre post in Korea Higher Secondary School. And he was upgraded in terms of the circular dated 28/06/1993 issued by the state government in the Secondary Education Department. Whereby a conscious decision was taken by the government for appointment of qualified grade 3 and grade 4 employee against the post of assistant teacher on ad hoc basis, and to regularize their service subsequently on recommendation of the district level selection board. Following the said circular of the state government in the Secondary Education Department dated 28/06/1993, the Inspector of Schools Nalbari, by order dated 01/01/1996, upgraded his service as graduate teacher along with another candidate. But by order dated 18/07/1996, the Inspector of Schools Nalbari reverted him back as an intermediate teacher with effect from 01/03/1993. Later, the Inspector of Schools, by order dated 05/08/1996, upgraded him to the post of graduate teacher with effect from 30/12/1993. And he is serving as a graduate teacher in Korea Higher Secondary School since then. The petitioner, the respondent number 4 submitted, paragraph 4 later. That though petitioner was appointed as a Hindi teacher on 07/04/1994 for a specific period, but he was not qualified at that point of time to hold the post of Hindi teacher. His service was discontinued with effect from 1/4/1997. And on acquiring the degree of Hindi Section Parangat, his service was adjusted on 22/05/1998. He also submitted that pursuant to the order of the Honorable Court, Hindi/Arabic/Sanskrit teacher having graduate degree has earned the eligibility to become the graduate teacher. And though the petitioner obtained his graduate degree in commerce, he did not have Hindi as one of the subject, and therefore his service doesn't come under the cadre of graduate teacher. The response number 4 further stated that without making any challenge to the circular dated 28/06/1993 as well as 30/12/1993, he cannot challenge the upgradation of the response number 4. Moreover, the writ petitioner is not an affected party in view of the fact that he is not a graduate teacher. Response number 4 also stated that in the common judgment and order dated 0-12/2014, passed in WPC number 5451/2012, the court did not consider the decision of the government specified in the circulars dated 28/06/1993 and 30/12/1993. And as such, he submitted that the petition should be dismissed as the seniority of the response number 4 that is settled cannot be disturbed after more than 3 decades. The Director of Secondary Education Assam on 20/10/2022 filed an affidavit in the matter stating that the petitioner was initially appointed by the Inspector of Schools Nalbari as a Hindi teacher, as an assistant teacher of Hindi in Korea High School on 07/04/1994 for a brief period of 3 months, pursuant to which he joined his service on 08/04/1994. As the post of Hindi teacher allotted to Korea High School was abolished with effect from 01/04/1997, the petitioner was adjusted as a Hindi teacher in the same school against the post created under government letter dated 27/03/1998 in the pay scale of rupees 1375-3375 per month plus other allowances at admissible with effect from 01/04/1997. The DSC in his affidavit stated that service of the petitioner was regularized by the order dated 13/09/2005 from the date of receiving regular scale of pay by him, from the date of his regular scale of pay. Mr. Bora, take your seat.
Can I leave my colleague for some
Sure,
time?
sure, sure, please,
I've
please.
been calling the
Yes.
different courts. Thank you.
With regard to the response number 4, the DSC stated that he was originally appointed as a Lower Division Assistant in Korea High School, Higher Secondary School. On 01/09/1988, by an appointment order issued by the Inspector of Schools, Kamrup District Circle, within bracket लिखा, prior to Nalbari becoming an independent district. Independent district लिखा, independent. It was under Kamrup district. Next, later on, the IS Nalbari on 01/01/1996 upgraded the response number 4 LDO of Korea High School to the post of assistant teacher in the said school in terms of the government circular in the scale of pay of rupees 1375 to rupees 3375 against the upgradation vacancy of one Bhubaneswar Sharma, upgraded to the post of assistant headmaster in the same school from the post of assistant teacher. Next, IS Nalbari again by order dated 18/07/1996 allowed the response number 4 to draw the scale of pay of rupees 1185 to rupees 2395 per month instead of rupees 1375 to rupees 3375 with effect from 01/03/1993. The Inspector Nalbari again by order dated 05/08/2006 allowed the response number 4 to draw graduate scale of pay with rupees 1375 to rupees 3375 with effect from 30/12/1993. DSC admitted about the fact of filing an appeal by the petitioner against the response number 4 before the Assam Administrative Tribunal in appeal case number 88/88/1999, and also about its order passed in said appeal dated such and such period. 2010-2001. The Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincialization Service Rules 1982. was initially framed under Section 3, within bracket 3 of the Assam Secondary Education Provincialization Act 1977. Regulating the service conditions of teachers and employees of secondary schools. That came into force with effect from 29/05/1982. From the date of publishing of the said rule in the Assam Gazette Extraordinary. Since said 1982 rules that came into force from 29/05/1982 was framed under Section 3 within bracket 3 of the Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincial Act 1977. It had statutory force. Say 1982 rules, paragraph 3, was later amended with effect from 03/02/1992 and such amendment was made under proviso to Article 309 of the Constitution of India, regulating the conditions of service of the teachers of the secondary school provincialized under the Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincialization Act 1977. Thereafter, said 1982 rules was again amended with effect from 30/04/1997. And even this time, the (1997) amended rules was framed under Article 309 of the Constitution of India, regulating the recruitment and conditions of service of teachers of high and higher secondary schools, provincialized under the Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincialization Act 1977. After said 1982 rules amended from time to time as noted above, the Assam Secondary Education Provincialized Service Rules, provincialized within bracket 2003 came into force with effect from 12/08/2003. That was framed under Article 309 of the Constitution of India, regulating the recruitment and the conditions of service of the persons appointed to the Assam Secondary Education within the provincialized closed service. Which was where some of the provisions were amended. With effect from 10/7/2012. With effect from 30/07/2010. And 10/7/2012. Ticketed 30/07/27 30 তাৰপাছত লিখিবা 17/11/2010 তাৰপাছত 10/7/2012 Thereafter, then after the say 2003 rules, Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincialized Schools Rules 2018 came into force with effect from 10/10/2019. A rule, statutory rule under Article 309 of the Constitution of India, regulating the recruitment and conditions of service of the teaching and non-teaching employees appointed to Assam Secondary Education within bracket Provincialized Schools bracket closed service. All along, the since said Assam Secondary Education Provincialization Service Rules 1982, Assam Secondary Education Provincialized Service Rules 2003, and the Assam Secondary Education 2018. Secondary Education Provincialized Schools Service Rules 2018. Having statutory force during the time of their existence, provided that the post of postgraduate teacher, within bracket subject teacher, the post of teacher of any nature in provincialized secondary schools has to be filled up by regular process of advertisement and selection on the basis of merit. Whether it is 1982 rules or amended from time to time, or 2003 rules amended from time to time, or the 2018 rules. There is no such provision for upgradation from the post of grade 3 to or of grade 4, grade 3 LDA of the junior assistant, and grade 4 bearers, chowkidars, etc. to the post of any kind of teacher in provincialized secondary schools. When the mode of recruitment is specified by statutory rules, no authorities, including the government, as settled by the Honorable Apex Court, has the power to modify or amend such statutory rules by mere circular or notification. লিখিত within bracket উমারানী আর উমারে। It is also settled that if anyone gets any benefit of such kind of illegal circular notification issued in violation of the statutory recruitment rules shall not be entitled to get any benefit from such illegal circulars and notifications, which stands to be void ab initio. Mr. Sharma, there is a judgment of Honorable Justice B.K. Sharma as well as with regard to this circular. Do you have copy of that judgment? Very good. Neither the director has, it is there in the directorate, nor you have. Mr. Purva, do you know? There is a judgment of B.K. Sharma. There is a judgment whereby this particular circular, initially Lordship passed an order accepting this circular of upgradation. Following that said decision, another writ petition was filed claiming such benefit. In that matter, his lordship has clarified and saying that this particular circle is non-esteem law. There is a judgment. Before we complete it, by tomorrow day after, give it to us. To my knowledge, that case was because late S.N. Sharma was a standing council of education he was there or his son was there, I don't know, I forgot, but I'm sure it was a case, some point of time it was conducted by him. Mr. Burrow, you can ask Avani Deka, UK Goswami, they might be aware. There was also a review, the review was also dismissed. Somewhere I remember this is case relating to another method. Relating to Nalbari district, where the inspector of schools allowed, in fact, the district elementary education officer also allowed graduate scale of pay to such graduates serving as an intermediate teacher in terms of that 30/12/1993 notification of the government. So both this circular and the notification, Justice Sharma has clarified. Mr. UK Nair also was the standing counsel of education at relevant point of time. He is also aware of the judgment. Where is Mr. Sisti or Mr. Mazumdar? Can you have one of them? Either Sisti or Mazumdar. Since the Assam Administrative Tribunal, by its judgment in order dated 2010-2001, directed the Director of Secondary Education Assam to determine the seniority of the petitioner who serves as the respondent number 4, and that the respondent number, the representation of the petitioner dated 06/07/2015 submitted before the Director of Secondary Education Assam is yet to be disposed of. The Director of Secondary Education Assam, following the law laid down by this court from time to time, adhering to the decisions will be. Particularly with regard to the relevant circular by which the government, circular whereby serving grade 3 and grade 4 employees in provincialized secondary schools were upgraded to the post of assistant teacher, as well as the government notification dated 30/12/1993, whereby graduate scale of pay was granted to teacher serving in the graduate to a graduate to an assistant teacher being a graduate but serving in the intermediate scale of pay. Shall dispose of the representation of the petitioner on or before 31/03/2023 and shall submit its report by filing an affidavit in this matter on or before 4th of 5th of 4th of April 2023. List on 11th of April.
Make a submission.
You are aware of all those judgments, Mr. Saikia?
Yes, my lord. My lord,
Why you have given the twist?
While disposing of the representation, the director may also consider that whether the entry of the repetition into the service
It is not the
as per
case.
the rule or
We are
not.
not deciding in the merit. You have seen. Have you challenged?
Another aspect, whether he is a digit teacher or not.
You might have heard the matter. You have heard the order that you have passed.
Yes.
13.
Yes, my lord. We are receiving all salary, my lord, and my lord, we have also got retirement. But my lord, I file only on my lord, with effect on 2010, 2012 to 28 to 2017. Not received.
That
my
should
lord.
have police instruction. The amount has been paid.
Heard Mr. N. Boral, our council at
Already paid, my lord.
and Mr. A. Fupan, standing council, Department of School Education, Elementary Borough, for the respondent numbers.
My lord,
One
all the
to
1 to 5.
And Mr. A. Saliha, standing council, Finance, for the respondent number 6. Matter pertains to claim of arrears salary of the petitioner for the period from 2012 to 28/02/2017, when he served as an assistant teacher of 17 number Nahoroni Kuligaon Lower Primary School in the Dhemaji Education Block of District Dhemaji. During the deliberation of the matter, Mr. Fukan, standing counsel, Department of School and Education, placed before the court that the state government wide number PMA.17/2021/29 dated 20/03/2021. Pursuant in connection with the present writ petition, in connection with petitioner's earlier writ petition 5/19/2015, paid an amount of rupees 10,22,293 to the petitioner towards his salary for the period from 2010-2012 to 28/02/2017. during the financial year 2021. Where the budget allotment period was up to first period लिखा. Budget allotment period was from 01/04/2020 to 31/03/2021. In that regard, Mr. Fukan also placed a copy of the communication number BEEO/DMJ/2021/135 dated 21/08/2021, issued by the Block Elementary Education Officer Dhemaji regarding a payment of rupees 10,22,293 to the petitioner. By Office Bill number 00179 dated 22/03/2021 of the Office of the BEO Dhemaji, pursuant to the sanction of the state government in the second elementary education dated 20/03/2021, noted above. So Mr. Bora, petitioner did not inform you. Petitioner did not inform you more than 10 lakhs. Why he should inform you? He's happy man. Anyway, doesn't matter. In view of the this petition.
He was retired and he's
Stands disposed of as the respondent authorities has already complied with the prayer of the petitioner. Copy of the communication of the state government in the elementary education department dated 20/03/2021, as well as the communication of the BEEO Dhemaji dated 21/08/2021, placed before the court by Mr. Fukan, standing counsel, be kept as a part of the record. Mr. Mujumdar, Mr. Kaushik, Mr. Fukan, Mr. Talukdar, Mr. Das, everyone here. There are a large number of judgments been passed by the court. Probably our High Court has passed highest judgments in the education department. Whether the respondent authorities have those judgments, because as you know, earlier all judgments are communicated to the department concerned. And probably you are also having at least one liaison officer or someone in each of the department who receives such judgments.
Regarding that matter, we have got a WhatsApp group where all the officials are there. We just write attention. This is for this official. Judgments are uploaded there to the attention of the director and the secretary.
District.
In fact, once I told some of your officials, there is a specific app in the Punjab and Haryana High Court managed by the state government, Punjab and Haryana, where any such direction are issued by the court, it goes to the departmental authorities, all the departmental authorities, as also in the concerned office, straight away from the court, because it's a system that was an app that was managed and everything is taken care of by the state governments of Punjab and Haryana. That was the time when Justice Gogoi was the Honorable Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court. It was taken up. And so the court is aware of the fact that whether the government have complied with such orders or not, because the app was such that if it is complied, then the compliance order is to be given by the government. So the court was aware at every point of time to what extent the government has taken care of. Probably the state can adopt that particular act from the state of Punjab or state of Haryana. We don't know. I've been told, and I have not seen that, but I've been told that how the government is aware immediately, because immediately the thing is up, it goes to the department. It will be always in the website of the High Court, no doubt, but it doesn't wait for the High Court. It goes to the website of the particular department itself. That's how the app was made. Why I'm saying that just now an issue was before the court, which was already settled by this court long back, sometimes in 2006-7. Right. So when that, as you all know, that
Scale of pay graduation.
a circular or a notification
Yes, it had come up.
cannot overcome the statutory rules.
I was giving the judgment.
But we found that in the affidavit of the director, just mayor filed an affidavit. Affidavit has been filed by a standing council. Now, thing in this, it is the duty of the standing council to bring it to the notice of the department that these are the judgments passed. If the document is not, at least the department is fully aware. There are some definitely blue-eyed boys of the departments whom to consider, whom to not to consider, whom to give the benefit, whom not to give the benefit. The Chief Secretary of the state and the Commissioner Secretary of the Education Department individually filed 2 affidavits. One, without the leave of the court, they will never appoint anyone as an ad hoc teacher in any of the schools, provincialized government. One. Chief Secretary filed an affidavit that henceforth, within 6 months, all the employees of the state will get their pensionary benefits. These are recorded. We can bring out those affidavits. Recently, 2-3 years back, again, it was brought back to the knowledge. It's an affidavit of the Chief Secretary of the state. And even today, you can see numbers of pension matters. Any pension claim is to be required to be fulfilled 6 months prior to the retirement of the employee. You are not following it. See the number of cases of in-charge principal, in-charge headmasters, stay orders. Because of the stay orders passed by the court, someone are holding till their retirement as the in-charge principal or in-charge headmaster. Whereas the statutory rule says the later part of the year, the concerned inspectors, concerned DO, concerned DOs to require to find out the vacancies to occur in the next year.
Now, it is on hold because we have not, the allegation is that the roster point, register which is supposed to come from the WPT and BC department has not reached the department.
Now,
District wise.
Since when the matter is pending?
My lord, October 2022 it was sent to the WPT and BC. Today there was a matter in the division bench matter, division bench, and I had asked for the instructions. I was told that it will come by afternoon. They will try to locate whether it has come or not.
Sometimes it happens. Say for judicial recruitment, different rosters are followed. State of Mizoram, state of Nagaland, state of Arunachal Pradesh. In the state of Nagaland, there is a difference because there are large number of clans of state of Nagaland. So that roster is also need to be followed. So why we going to fill up the post of judicial officers in the state of Nagaland? There is not much of problem in the state of Mizoram, but since Nagaland there are sub clans which are also been adopted by the government. The roster is different than what is the rosters in other states. Because it's a little about, I will say, it's a critical matter. otherwise it's not been notified first, it's difficult for the authorities to, particularly to giving it to us, because it's a judicial department. Ultimately, they have given to us because we know how to get it out. And it's a court matter, the government, who don't know about the other departments. But with regard to the judicial department, little here and there, can get it. But you have, as a standing councils, you have that power. We are always indicating it to you. And if you are failing to get it out, then it is the failure of the standing councils. You have that power because you are directly attached to the court. You are not directly attached to a minister or a departmental officer. These things are very much essential for adjudication of the matters. Now today, you will not able to say how many posts are vacant and likely to be vacant in the year 2023. For the post of principal, for the post of headmaster, post of assistant headmaster, nothing. You're asking for the roster, but you are not aware. If we ask the district authorities to give it to us, this is by month of March, first week of March. Sure, nobody will know. How will you know? But you are not carrying out that exercise for which you see the numbers of cases with regard to in charge.
In fact,
In Assamese, there is a word khwab kamura.
the same set of.
See, for the sake of only for what? That financial benefit, that financial DDO, they are fighting each one's head out.
The same set of petitioner challenges the process of promotion to headmasters and obtains a stay order before this honorable, before the.
Look at the headmasters in the.
And the same set of petitioners go in a writ appeal before the division bench to say that it is being delayed. This is what I found when I was going name-wise. I found out two different cases. In one, he has paid for a stay of the whole proceedings. And in the other, he is saying that it is a delayed process and should be sped up.
That day, there was a matter before us where they're asking for the stay of appointment of head teachers in upper primary schools in the district of Kachar. Until such decision is made, they should be allowed to hold the post of assistant headmaster, hold the post of headmaster. Stay order was there since last 5 years. It's continuing.
I was referring to the district of Hailakandi.
Maybe
We
Hailakandi.
say that the roster register is not here, so the list is final, gradation list is final, we'll put it up before the government. Stay orders are paid for. And
What is the observation
before
of the honorable division bench with regard to that roster?
till now, the division bench has not seriously taken it up because we say that the roster is on the way. We have applied to the, we have sent it to the WPTC. Once it comes back, we then place it before the court.
This is for the state of Assam or for a particular district?
District. It's done district wise now.
Then what about the other districts?
Headmaster, after 2018.
What about the other districts?
Perhaps the steps are not being taken.
After that notification of the state government, most of the districts now have gone back to the original districts like Hojai, Bozali. What you have done?
Not inquired about that particular. Those the districts which did not have any change in them, even those districts, the process has not been completed. They do not have a final gradation list which has been published, draft gradation list which has been published and supplied to everybody. Objections called for not done. They send it by my instructions are we send it to every eligible teacher by WhatsApp.
We asked Mr. K. Gogoi to give us that particular judgment of Justice Gogoi, whereby there should not be any political interference in the constitution of the governing body. He could not give it to us till date. We have always saying that there was the director of higher education. Starts with H, I forgot the name. A specific order. And since then, there was no interference of any such political persons. Of course, suddenly it cropped up. The difficulty is, the concerned departmental authority who has issued, in spite of the recommendation of the Commissioner Secretary Education, the concerned departmental head issued the requirement of ministers, that is the district guardian minister, the same departmental head also said there should not be any appointment from outside the state. Yesterday, it was placed before the court. Same departmental head, not to give any appointment to any such candidate who is from outside the state, violating the constitutional provisions, Article 16, and followed by the government. Is it possible, Mr. Majumdar? Whether government is bound to follow whatever the departmental head is saying, even it is violation of the constitution provisions? We all swear in the name of constitution, even the departmental head. So who is, the constitution is out, the departmental head is in the top, whatever he says. Is that one? Indicate it, how wrong it is. Indicate, so good senses prevail. Constitution must prevail in all aspects. There was a case cropped up before the division bench. Mr. Manas Sarania was there. At certain point of time, the underground of the Bodoland were hiding in a house. Somehow the police personnel came to know and traced the parents of the little girl. It's a fact. First day, her parents were traced. She was a minor girl. The second day, the police personnel again came and again traced her parents. She could not sustain. She revealed. In a gun battle, gunfight, 3 of the such underground persons from the Bodoland were killed. You may know. Manas Sarania was aware. Then, as you know, after some situation like this, police personnel will not come to the protection of the villagers. That part is over. They have taken care of the undergrounds. After some days on a night, the undergrounds again came back to this particular village, pick up the girl, placed her in an open football field, and from all around, AK-47 rifle was fired. Look at the girl. She died in front of all the villagers. Villagers could not shout. Villagers could not report. And the underground people took away the dead body of the girl.
Whatever remained of it.
This fact was made known to public by a non-Boro and non-Assamese teacher of a district of Bongaigaon. He was killed by this underground extremist. All these things are in the report of the Assam government. But none of any person cared what kind of relief the parents of that particular girl or the family of the teacher received even today. We are all educated society. Where we are going, just think, because you are the lawyers, unless you knock the door in the right time, nothing is going to happen. This is happening in our state. Manas Sarania admitted.
No one dares to be in the shoes of
A poor boy whose father was in the black magic, alleging that the mother and the elder brother came and stayed with him He was all alone in his house. He was not in black magic. He was punished. His hands and legs were tied from 4 different corners. And all the villagers pulled his legs and hands and his head by ropes. Ask Mr. Manasarani. He came for a bail for those who was involved in that. Food for thought.